All right, what's going on, everybody? We're back. Had exams, all that, so I've been pretty busy. But today, we're gonna try to get this thing to run, and hopefully we do. So the plan for today, and tomorrow morning, of course, is I'm gonna first replace this air filter because it's actually just terrible. Then the fuel filter, and then we're gonna go to the fuel pump. Now, these lines, as you know, I could not get them all. So I have replacement line, and I'm gonna cut them. So once I do all that, which I'm really not excited to do, I'm gonna put new lines on and swap in the new filter, of course, the new pump. So, new pump and filter. So we're gonna see why this thing will not start without the parking brake. So, should be pretty easy. I've got high hopes for this, but I'm really not excited about replacing these lines because I do not know where they switch from metal to from metal to rubber. Obviously right here, but down there, no clue. So that's my intro. We're gonna start with the air filter, so let's cut to that. All right, here's a bit of a parts haul. So here's my fuel pump. I just got a GMB one. This should fit right back into my assembly. Don't do all that. Rock Auto, you are the goats. Please sponsor me. I got replacement line, which I'm, again, really not excited to do. So I have 10 feet of that. It should be the right size. I know they're all 3/8, but one of them, all the leading lines are 3/8, but I think the return line might be slightly smaller. So if I need to, I'll just go to the parts store or just see how it is with the rubber in its current condition. So yeah, I've got this Fram air filter 2, which should fit right in, and a Fram fuel filter, which is underneath the car on the passenger side. So this should be pretty easy. I'm trying to keep these segments short, and I'm really trying to focus on editing here. So if you like the videos, please subscribe, watch these. It'd be really great if I could eventually make money on this and actually, I have so much time, and it really gives me something to do making these videos for you. So, thank you. All right, I've been talking to my homie for a second, and he's been helping me out because he's actually good with cars. I'm just learning, but I got the air filter out. We're gonna vacuum this up, and then we're gonna get this thing, new one in, and then starting the fuel pump. This air filter was really easy, so all you just lift it up, slide the new one in, vacuum it out, and then put the bolt back on. All right, I know the voice is over, but I'm gonna have to remove this bumper because I'm gonna be replacing the lights, and they go all the way back here. So I'm gonna take off the whole bumper. I've already taken off the fender side. I've got all my sorted stuff here, so I can get to this goddamn fuel pump. So I gotta replace the lines too, because these are literally leaking, and you can see the condition of them. So we're gonna get at it. I'll update you as I get more and more, but it's gonna be some very hard to reach bolts. That's all I'm gonna tell you. All right, this took way too long in real life to take off, so I'm just gonna do it in sections. So I started with the taillights. That was pretty easy. It's just a bunch of screws, some of them behind, some of them you can just get to, and then there's a bulb. And then I moved my way around the sides, and I started with your fenders here. I eventually just took off the whole fender plate, which you kind of see me doing here. And once you have those off, you just start working your way around. As you can see, I'm very close here. And it's off, so it actually was pretty difficult to get off, and I'm just glad I did. Now on to the fuel. Okay, so the next step was to take the pump out, which I'm doing by removing these 10mm bolts. They're really not hard to get to, and obviously I have liquid fuel in there, so I'm letting stuff drip out. And then while I was at it, I kind of cleaned up a little. So you're going to see me doing this here. I have more and more off. After that, I'm going to put it all in there so I don't get everything wet with fuel. And then, yeah, hopefully nothing leaks, all that. I have everything sorted in the bag, so it's pretty easy to find. Went ahead and just did some cleaning, so whenever I was working the fuel system, it wasn't as bad. It's still not going to be great because I'll have to just try to brush everything off and not get anything inside the fuel tank. So that's really about it. All I'd recommend here. But after that, I'm gonna take it out. Okay, here's real me showing the thing being loose. I apologize for the voiceovers, but I'm just gonna take this out and I'm gonna show you the difference between the old pump and new pump. Here's your old pump, very used. Here's the new pump. So I gotta slide it in there. Here's the old sock. New sock. This is really easy. So the whole assembly unit can be replaced, but I just replaced the pump. So you have your pump, all your rubber parts, and no pulsator on this one, and you just replace it with a regular old sock. And then your connectors are all the same, and it just connects back into the bumper. Right about there, so just pop it in. Pretty easy. So actually, I'm gonna end the video around here, but I do have some more stuff to say after this. So what's happening here is I'm explaining these connectors, which I've now figured out they are quick disconnect. And the shop has told me that, the shop manual I have. So there's no reason they should not be quick disconnect, and I have replacement fittings coming on the way for the next video. So the lines are fine-ish, one of them is, but the fuel pump assembly needs to go back in, and the rubber lines need to be replaced. So the return rubber line's fine, but everything else is not good. So we're gonna replace the bad rubber lines, and hopefully no leaking, and we should have this thing running next video. So I'll keep explaining this, but in my shop manual, I can confirm they're quick disconnect fittings and nothing else. I thought they might have been factory crimped, but no. So please follow me, leave a like, whatever. And if you want to see more Corvette content, just keep watching.